welcome to Codemaster. In this tutorial, we will see how to parse multiple documents using AWS Bedrock. In my previous tutorial, we saw how to parse a single document using AWS Bedrock. That was a detailed tutorial where we saw end-to-end implementation starting from user requests, creating API gateway, creating AWS Lambda, selecting the models in Bedrock. So this is an extension to that. We will not go into the entire end-to-end implementation as this will be the same as the previous one. So we will just concentrate on the AWS Lambda part, which is a core of the implementation where the main program code will exist, and we will see a demo with respect to Lambda alone. We will hit the Lambda with user multiple files, and we will see how it is responding. For in the interest of time, I copied the code here, which we'll be using it. I'll be uploading the same in the GitHub. You can refer from there. So uh, we'll go through the main points here. This is the event which where the user request is captured. In this use case, we are considering a case where three invoices comes or three document comes. So the event from the event we are capturing the invoices, and we set it into variable. We have decoded the base 64 part of the image, and the response what we want, we can configure that in the in the prompt. For example, here, consider a case, we want net total in each of the individual documents. What is the net total in every document? Or else, if you want different things on different documents, we can write what is the net total from the first document, what is the invoice date, what is the model from the third document. Depending on our use case, you can write whatever is needed in the prompt, and if you do an effective prompt, the result will be more accurate based on the number of documents. This document object gets populated. Like, if you have three documents, you should have three document objects. If you have three invoices in the user request or four invoices, you will have correspondingly the same number of document objects. So this is a core logic, and this is where the difference between the first implementation of single document and multi-document comes into picture. Remaining things are everything same. We'll select the model ID, we'll select the content type, we'll select we'll use the Bedrock runtime client, we'll use the converse API, and we will get the response, and all these things remain same. So only difference is a document related thing, and I'm not sure if we have this part anywhere in the Bedrock documentation. I did not find it, so I had to do some couple of trial and errors to achieve this, because first I tried creating multiple content objects, then creating multiple documents, what goes into each document object. So after a couple of trial and errors, I arrived at this location. It takes two invoices for our demo. Like, one invoice has a net total of 643, another invoice has a net total of 1263, and we will take these two invoices, and the third invoice, we'll take the repetition of the same second invoice as well. So basically, these are the three invoices. These will be the three user inputs, and we will go into the Lambda function. We'll pass those invoices. We have created a test event. If you see, three invoices is a test event, where if I edit that, you would see a JSON payload where, see, invoice one. Similarly, you'll have, let me copy paste this in a separate place, where so that you can have, see, this invoice one, control F, invoice two is there, and we will see invoice 3. So see, so we have all the three invoices in the JSON payload, and this payload will be passing the Lambda function. Basically, this is just a Lambda implementation. If you use an API gateway, the same input will be coming from the API gateway, from the user request to a gateway and to the Lambda. Since we are here only looking into the Lambda part of it, I have directly configured the test event in the Lambda with the invoice, and we have deployed it, and we will test the implementation. So let's run this now. Test it. Let me close the test event. Let me run this. We will run this, and let's see the output. See, the output here is, the net total from the document one is 643, from the document two is 1263, and from the, since the third document is same as the second document, even the third document has a same net total. Now, let's try something different. Where, if you notice, I have another prompt where I'm expecting different things from different document. From the first document, it's a net total. Second document, I'm asking the invoice date. Third document, I'm asking the model, okay, which is there in the document. Okay, so let's deploy this and see how this is responding. I hope it is deployed. Really, I should be getting a success message of the deployment. I don't see it. Let's run and see the output. In case if it's not deployed, we'll be getting the same response. Okay, invoice date. Yeah, so it's deployed. See, the first document net total is 643. From the second document, invoice date is so and so, and the third document, the model is Toyota. So basically, we have seen two use cases where you can query anything from multiple documents in a single go. You can query the same thing from the same document from the multiple documents. When we can query the same thing, we can query the different things. So all these are based on the use case. The prompts can change, and that's how the implementation goes about it. I hope this is clear. If you want to extend this and expose it as service, you can refer to my previous tutorial where we created a KPI gateway as well and exposed it as a REST endpoint for the third party applications to consume. So you can do that if you're interested, or if you need it as a use case in some of your work. So okay, thanks guys, thanks for watching.